Welcome back, folks, to more Let's Play The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. In the last episode, bloody hell, Bryce and Claire, the hell is wrong with you two? Immediately I'm suspecting one of those two. I mean, one of them's pretty much killed someone, and one of them really hated Dr. Dekker, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was one of those two. Maybe we'll get a third suspect with Ellen. So, hello, Ellen.
Yes, I can talk about all of that. What do you want to talk about first?
I said hello. Okay, how are you?
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Okay, you're completely misconstrued on what I'm trying to say. Okay, just who are you then? Who are you?
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Okay, so it's pronounced Elin, is it? Okay, lovely. Got some notes here. Sorry for writing in your notes. Say hello to Ellen for me, or Elin for me, and let her know that Terry called for her, Jaya. Cheers, Jaya. Terry called for you.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Why doesn't Terry like you? Oh. Okay. You're a nurse?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Ew. Okay. End-of-life care?
The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
Okay. So we have a nurse who does end-of-life care for the elderly, which essentially means they end up dead on her watch. She seems jovial about it, at least, so that's a plus, I guess? I don't know. Okay, you comfort them?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
Fair enough. She's about right. Death?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, okay. Okay, well, let's go for the, Did you like Dekker? Or Dr. Dekker? Why not? We're asking everyone this, so why not?
Sorry, what do you mean?
No, did you know Dr. Dekker?
Yes, I can talk about all of that.
Okay, that's not working. Alright, Okay, how about you talk to them? You talk to them?
No, sorry, I don't know.
You bloody should! Talking to... I've already stuck on a hint. You mentioned dating. Oh, really? For God's sakes.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
It's never good to be married to your work. Or be way too passionate about your work. Okay, tell me about Dekker, yeah, that's what
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Okay, she seemed to be fine with Dr. Dekker. Okay. You're not in the clear yet, but, you know, okay. What problems? Oh, problems. You probleb. What problems? Okay, so that follows on to that one.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work.
Ah, okay, so how's work stressful?
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
Okay. Okay, lose a patient?
I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
Okay. Kind of stuck again. Did you like Dr. Dekker?
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
She's way too happy for my liking, but more power to her, I guess, unless this doesn't turn incredibly weird. And she thinks like, death for everyone! Death, 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 murdering everybody! So jovial about it! Please don't. This is actually a decent start for a change. Right, yeah. Are you lying about being stressed?
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
I know that feeling. Honestly, there are just some people that you work with that just hate you. They do. You know, you may not have even given them a reason for it, but they just don't like you very much. That's their problem, not yours. Anyway, why are they mean to you?
They call me the Angel of Death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
Okay. What's we got? How many patients have died on your shift?
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
For all you know, it could be like the 2nd of the month and she's already lost one. Okay, Hilda?
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me, though.
Okay. That's all we got for Hilda, don't we? Why are some patients out of it on meds?
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated. Especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
True, I wouldn't. But herbal remedies? You taking away their medication? Please tell me don't. Please don't.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
Okay. Oh, found all the key points already with Elin. That's fair enough. Okay. Alright, well, that was fun, I guess, Elin. Lovely. Right, Nathan. Last one on our list. He doesn't... Yeah, he seems a bit fed up, to be honest. Okay. Hello, Nathan.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
Well, that's about right. I've also... Well, not a supermarket worker. My first job was a convenience store, and it was bloody awful. Terrible, it was. Really bad. I was doing the late shift. Luckily, you got to know the people on the late shifts, and we could just sort of vocally mess about when none of the customers were in. That was fun. Okay. Hell?
I imagine what I'm experiencing now might be a type of hell. Not everyone burns in flames with the devil on their back. I'm hoping you can make sense of my problem.
Okay, what problem is that?
It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over, nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
This guy's not nuts. He's just in a rut. Bloody hell, we all have that. We've all had a problem where we're so sick of just doing the same crap over and over again. You know, day in, day out. How's that? I don't get it. No. You're not in purgatory.
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
Okay. Let's actually have a look at our conversations. We got any notes here? Nope, just one from Jaya. That's fine. You're stuck in this day?
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change. Like a murder.
Oh. Murder?
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden. Brutal. It's terrible. The doctor. 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday, Monday, Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
Okay, this guy is got into his head that he's actually living the same day over and over again. Okay. Right. Did you like Dr. Dekker?
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Because you're stuck in the same day, you think everyone else forgets. Okay. Kind of lost. Why was Dr. Dekker complex? Yeah, that's about it.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Okay. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, why couldn't Dr. Dekker remember it that way?
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
That must be bleeding awful having to go through Monday 50 days in a row. Does that mean then you work at the... No, that's just working at the supermarket, because they expect you to do, you know, long-ass bloody days of shifts without breaks and crap like that, and get paid a pittance for it. Seriously, working in anyone who hasn't never worked like in a supermarket or like any form of high street store, it's terrible. It is horrible. It's a horrible experience. But that's what you gotta do to kick off, because usually those are the only people that will give you a bleeding chance once you leave school. Mostly. Anyway, you live the same day over and over again. Yeah.
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
Yes, I can help you.
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you.
That's nice. Oh, I just think he's just messed up a little bit, you know. Fair enough. What couldn't Dr. Dekker decide what to do?
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
True, yeah, you do have to strike while the iron is lukewarm, I guess. Yeah, what tragic event?
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out, and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her. That was 5 years ago.
Hannah?
My fiancée. My childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl, I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her.
Good choice.
I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again. Sorry, it's Warcraft? We spent a lot of time on there.
Ah, game that I never got into. I just never got into Warcraft. On a nice note, or WoW, whatever you want to call it. Warcraft?
We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
House Officer! Achievement unlocked. Hurrah. Right, so... Tragic event. Okay. Were you driving?
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then.
Okay. That's fair enough. 5 years is a long time ago.
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up?
Yes it is, in fact. What else we got? Oh, we can continue. Yes, well, we got everything there, so, yes, let's continue, move forward, shall we?
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Okay, now we got Jaya on the couch. Okay. Yeah, of course. What did Ben have to say?
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Well, what does Ben do?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell.
So the body... Was it Dekker's body that Ben found?
Yes. Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
My office? What? No!
I don't know what Dr. Dekker was doing here, and my services weren't required that evening. He'd often stay late though, so it wasn't that unusual.
So what was that there? Note. Dr. Dekker was killed on Valentine's Day. I should ask the parents, the patients, where they were that day. That's true. I might as well kick up with Jaya then. Where were you? On Valentine's Day.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
Do you know what's convenient is today's date is actually February the 14th. Today is Valentine's Day, and I am just sitting my fat ass playing this game instead of love and all that bollocks. Anyway, yeah, love's icky. No, it's not. It's just not my thing at the moment in my life. Maybe at some point. Anyway, yeah, you mentioned the police.
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found. I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
Well, it kind of does. You haven't got an alibi, so yeah, that certainly could be the case. Okay, how well did you know Dekker?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only 2 of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Oh. Right. One or two ways here. Either Jay is also a psychopath at this point, or she's one of those workers that will just make inappropriate jokes for the lols. I'm starting to think it's the latter on that one. Please, Jaya, don't be a murderer. Who else is a suspect?
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me. Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
No. No, I don't think you're a suspect.
And you barely know me. I'm flattered. They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you haven't agreed, but just so you know, it's very kind of you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, great. So, we're grief counselling her as well? Okay. Not anymore. Did you know how Dr. Dekker was killed?
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when.
Stabbing, eh? Who do we know that has stabbed someone? Claire. Alright, Claire's moved to the top of my list. Bryce, get in the queue. Yeah, did Dr. Dekker have any enemies?
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Okay. Maybe you should name names.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
You're hiding something, and I don't like the fact you're hiding something from me. Were there any clues left at the crime scene?
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know, but I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry, that's a new chair.
Oh, bloody hope it is! Jeez, I don't want to be sitting in Dekker's corpse sweat or whatever. Why is it a new chair?
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
Could he have been sitting in the chair when he died? Maybe he was in the chair when Ben found him. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I think that's enough for Jaya here. That's enough. You're kind of worrying me now. I feel like I'm maybe going to go the same way as Dr. Dekker. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go for a break here. Oh, and that's... Oh, well, yeah, my foot's gone dead. My slipper has fallen off my foot. That's certainly not weird in the slightest. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go for a break here. But the next episode of Let's Play The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, my foot will be awake. Well, more awake than Dr. Dekker, at least. Hey! I'll see you then.